I'm back home in my room with my books, with my cat. That means that I can finish up my end of the year videos, so let's just get right to it. So this video is basically going to be 5 books that I didn't get to read this year, but I'm definitely going to read next year, preferably as fast as possible or as soon as possible. For this video, I actually only chose YA books. I may do a video talking about adult books that I plan on definitely getting to this year, but I wanted to choose books that I've had on my shelf for a long time and that I haven't read yet. So, and the books that I've happened to have on my shelf for the longest happen to all be adult books, actually. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. Okay, so number 1, Divergent, and I think about this book maybe a couple weeks after it came out. It's not the book that I've had on my shelf the longest. There are others, but this is one that I was really excited about, and for some reason I just wasn't able to read it when I first got it, and it just didn't happen for me this year, which is weird because I do have Insurgent, and I'm really excited. I really want to read them. I want to know why they're so great, because everyone seems to think that these books are amazing. So, yeah, so I'm definitely going to get to this one this year. The second one that I have is Between Shades of Grey. And I've had this book for a while. Yeah, I've had it around the time it came out, maybe. I think I've had it for that long, and I really want to read it so badly, and every single time that I go to pick it up, something happens, or I get into a reading slump, and I just can't read anything at all. It's horrible, but definitely this year, I have a whole year to read it. It's definitely going to get done. Number 3 is a book that I've had on my shelf, Leviathan, since it came out, and it came out a few years ago, and I still haven't read it. I actually have all 3 books in this trilogy, and I don't know what happened to me. I've read most of Scott Westerfeld's books, so I really want to read this book. I mean, it seems so awesome and great in general, so I really need to read this one. That's what it looks like. Yeah, definitely going to get to this one too. Number 4 is Across the Universe, which I do have the first 2 books, and I've had this book since also the week that it came out, which is, I think, 2011. It's about a year already, or longer than that. I do have the second one, as I said before, and I did in fact start it, and I don't have it anymore where I left off. I think I was like a chapter in, and things just started getting busy. That happens to me often. I'm not necessarily a really busy person, but when things just start happening, I just can't focus, so I really need to read this one this year, so it's definitely on there. I'm going to try to make it one of the first books that I read this year, so yeah, hopefully you will have my thoughts on it soon then. And number 5 is a book that I still can't believe I haven't read yet, since everyone else in the entire world has already read it. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but whatever. And it's Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I actually pre-ordered this book, but yeah, I haven't been able to read it. Actually, I lent it to a friend, and she read it, and she said it was amazing, and for some reason I still didn't pick it up. Something is wrong with me. I don't know what it is, but I definitely have to pick up this book. Those are the 5 books that I really need to read next year, or at least the 5 young adult books that I really need to read next year. Didn't get to read them this year. And I guess I'll see you in my next video, which will be about the 5 books that I didn't finish this year, but I plan on finishing next year. Bye! See you soon. So I do have the scribble. Oh, it got all scratched up.